What is a psychological disorder? A psychological disorder is like a glitch in the mind's machinery that can make people feel, think, or act differently. When these glitches are big enough to mess up daily life, we call them psychological disorders. Scientists use rules to figure out what's going wrong and how to help. It's like when your body gets sick, but instead your mind needs some extra care.
Schizophrenia is a disorder characterized by delusions, hallucinations, disorganized speech, and/or diminished, inappropriate emotional expression. Number 2, anxiety-related disorder.
Alright guys, today for class we're having 3 assignments due on Monday, 4 assignments due on Tuesday, and an initial essay just for fun. So by Friday I want all y'all's work done and turned into me, no late, and no extra credit if y'all mess up.
Hey, what are you looking at? I'm just looking at these pictures of rats.
Rats?
One category of psychological disorders are anxiety disorders. These are psychological disorders that are characterized by distressing, persistent anxiety, or maladaptive behaviors that reduce anxiety. Maladaptive behaviors are intended to help relieve stress or avoid stress, but by doing so, it often leads to increased distress and anxiety. There are 3 main anxiety disorders: generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, and specific phobias.
Number 3, bipolar disorder.
What's up? My to-do list. I'm finishing all of this by today.
Today?
Yeah, by today. I'm gonna make sure I take out and wash my clothes. I'm gonna make a business. And I'm waking up on time, which I could never do. And I'm gonna make $1 million. Bro, I'm just gonna walk down the face.
One eternity later.
Bipolar is a disorder in which a person experiences the overexcited state of mania and usually suffers periods of depression. The mania that they experience is an extremely excited and overly ambitious mood. During their mania state, they usually show poor judgment.
Number 4, dissociative personality and eating disorder.
But Jess has dissociative identity disorder, or DID, which means she shares her life with 4 other people, her alters, all male identities that live inside her.
Dissociative identity disorder, or DID, is when a person exhibits 2 or more distinct and alternating identities. These identities control a person's behavior because each identity has its own mannerisms. Many people suggest that DID is a protective response caused by the traumatic experiences that people have in early childhood. Personality disorders are inflexible and enduring behavior patterns that impair social functioning. They're characterized by anxiety, eccentric or odd behavior, and dramatic or impulsive behaviors.
There are 3 main eating disorders. Anorexia nervosa is the first one. This is an eating disorder characterized by restriction of food intake leading to low body weight, typically accompanied by intense fear of gaining weight and disturbed perception of body weight and image. Next is bulimia nervosa, which is when a person's binge eating is followed by inappropriate weight loss, promoting behaviors such as vomiting, laxative use, fasting, or excessive exercise. Lastly, there is binge eating disorder, which is significant binge eating episodes followed by distress, disgust, or guilt, but without the behavior to compensate, which marks bulimia nervosa. This is also the world's most common eating disorder.
Number 5, substance use disorder.
Depressants are drugs like alcohol and opioids that reduce neuroactivity and slow body functions. Stimulants are drugs like caffeine, nicotine, and cocaine. These drugs excite neuroactivity and speed up body functions. Lastly, hallucinogens like LSD are psychedelic drugs that distort perceptions and trigger sensory images in the absence of sensory input.
Hey bro, you got some?
What are you talking about, bro?
You know what I'm talking about, you know that.
Nah, bro, I don't got nothing for you.
You got that. What you mean?
What you mean?
I was with me last time. Oh, come on. I
Good,
know
bro.
you got it, bro.
No, dude.
Come on.
No, bro.
I can't function without it, bro. Look at my head.
You have addiction, that's a problem.
It's not you caused.
Substance use disorders. Substance use disorders are among the most common. These substances can include any form of stimulant that can change your perception or mood. This includes anything as small as caffeine or alcohol. all the way to painkillers and any other form of drugs. In normal amounts or in moderation, drug and alcohol consumption can be okay. Unfortunately, people tend to cross this line between recreational or moderate use and substance abuse. These disorders tend to endanger relationships, affect job and school performance, and safety of ourselves and others.
Overall, people with psychological disorders are more likely to cause harm to themselves over others. The risk of suicide is 5 times greater for those who have been depressed compared to the rest of the population. Self-injury can take many forms like cutting, burning, or hitting.